Stokvels are a big part of our society. Not only do they provide a safe space to save, but also create social growth. The Stokvel Academy will be your guide on how to make the billions generated yearly within Stokvels work for you and your family.
Hi, I am Busis Kenjana, the founder of the Stokvel Academy. There's different interpretations of a Stokvel. Some people call it Mogodiswane, others call it society, others call it investment club, others call it a syndicate. But the bottom line, a Stokvel is a Stokvel where we get together, we save money for different things. And one of the common ones would be we save money for, in the event of death in the family, in the neighborhood, siyangcwabana, riyabulukana. How do you get involved in this thing called a Stokvel? How do you start one, And it is as informal as it can be. You can just simply start at work, for example. You and your colleagues, you just feel that, you want to put away money so that come year end, at least, if those who are lucky who get a bonus, you can top up your bonus. Or if you don't get a bonus, you can sort of give yourself the bonus because you would have saved the whole year. So that's work. Again, you can decide as girls that, we're going to save money on a regular basis so that we can be able to afford these things that ordinarily it would be a bit difficult or a schlep, just to go in with our money and buy a set of your beautiful linen. So again, it can be just as simple as informal as that. But of course, there has to be some structure in that, You have to set a timeline. Are we saving this money on a monthly basis for the first 12 months? So that at the end of 12 months, we're able to buy whatever. That's fine. That's your short-term goals. But I actually don't believe in Stokvels that save money to buy things only. There's a bigger picture here. I think it's high time now that, okay, fine, we need things as human beings, but we also need to live, we need to invest, we need to create wealth for ourselves. So much as you could be getting together as colleagues, as neighbors, as friends, I'm appealing to you guys, please, let's take a long-term view in terms of saving and investing our Stokvel money. That is why here at Stokvel Academy, we're actually passionate about, teaching people about creating wealth for themselves as Stokvel members. I've just indicated to you that there's different types of Stokvel. So starting a Stokvel, you can be young, you can be middle-aged, you can be old, you can even be an executive. I know some executive guys or ladies who actually belong to a Stokvels, but they don't call it a Stokvel, they just call it an investment club. But also bear in mind, don't just meet someone or hook up with someone and say, hey, let's start a Stokvel if you don't know that person very well. Key word here is trust. Actually, I just want to touch on something that is very close to my heart as well. What I call the 7 pillars of highly effective Stokvels. If you are to join any Stokvel, make sure that it's going to be a supportive Stokvel to you. Be it financially, be it emotionally, because sometimes you are okay, you've got that self-discipline of saving money, but you just need a group of friends where, you can actually lean on them when times are tough, at home, children, family, things like those. So it must be a Stokvel that is supportive to you, in a holistic way, not just financially. Your Stokvel must also be a Stokvel that it's people that you can trust. I know there's lots of Stokvels going around here. One of the latest in the last year, it was about the WhatsApp Stokvel. I mean, we know that WhatsApp, you can have a WhatsApp with your friends, WhatsApp with your community and all that. But please, I'm urging you, I'm pleading, join or start a Stokvel with people that you can reasonably trust. We know that people are not always trustworthy, but just try and check. Make sure that at least I can trust these people. The other important pillar, you have to be organized. I know some Stokvels have been around for 10, 15 years, 20 years, but gee man, I've seen Stokvels that are so disorganized, especially the grocery Stokvels. We'll talk about them next time. You find that they go to a wholesaler, they're going to shop, and they're going to buy their year-end groceries. But they still fight when they get to the store. I mean, I don't understand. Why do you have to fight? Why do you really have to do funny things and start arguing about, no, I don't want this brand, I want this brand? Just be organized. Sit down and, work on your list and just be decent about it. Then the other pillar, it's about knowledge. Once you belong to a Stokvel, you must be actually hungry, have that desire that I want to learn as much as I can. You must seek knowledge in different forms. For example, you are just saving so that you can share your money at the end of the year. It makes no harm to approach your bank and say, you know what, just get someone, a consultant, a financial advisor to come to a Stokvel and just give you more information about different savings instruments. I mean, that is knowledge. Don't have this thing to know siyazi, imali yethu, especially those Stokvels that have been around for years. We've been doing this. I mean, just be hungry for knowledge. Look for knowledge. Seek knowledge. Look for information. And then the other pillar, which is also very important, have a vision. Don't just be in a Stokvel for the sake of being a Stokvel because we are neighbors, and what is your long-term vision? Or ningama lady, siyothenga igrocer, or yes, like I mentioned earlier on, we want to finish our homes. Just create a vision for yourselves, long-term, at least 5 years. Just fantasize. Where do you want to see yourselves in the next 5 years? Yes, you could start with simple things. I do understand and appreciate that. But just, in business, we talk about a vision. Where is this company going to be in the next 5 years? The same principle applies with the Stokvel. And of course, if you belong to a Stokvel, this Stokvel must be empowering. And empowerment, it comes in different forms. I mean, the fact that you are now in a group of people that say, guys, we are going to save at the end of the month. I mean, that is empowering you in that you got now this discipline of saving that ordinarily on your own you would be struggling with. So you are empowered because now you can handle your money much better. You are empowered because you are surrounded by a group of people with different skill sets. And please, guys, again, I'm appealing to you. Just embrace each other in terms of your different expertise. Tap into the different skill sets that exist within your Stokvels. I know especially Stokvels abomama, they have this thing, and people, they've got egos and all that stuff. Let's just put away our egos, Let's just embrace each other. Let us empower each other as friends, as neighbors, as families as well. You can actually, when you form a Stokvel, it should not just be about Haretsebaneng, Sazaneni as a family. That is fine. That is great. But let's look now and say what skill sets exist in a family. Let's create, like the Jews and the Muslims are doing that very well. That is why they've managed to actually to build wealth for themselves, because it starts with the family. And finally, one of the pillars is don't stop learning. Seek information all the time. At the end of the day, I always say, whenever I go to my Stokvel, I ask myself one simple question: what have I learned today? Sometimes you don't even have to talk, just by simply keeping quiet and listen to someone sharing with you her experience. Maybe he or she went to a workshop, emsebenzini, just keep quiet and just listen and learn as much as you can from other members of your Stokvel.